A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic move, President Donald Trump welcomed the presidents of 5 West African nations to the White House this week for a 3-day mini-summit aimed at enhancing trade relations and shifting the focus from aid to commerce. The leaders from Senegal, Liberia, Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, and Gabon gathered in the state dining room, where Trump expressed his admiration for the continent's potential, stating, "There's great economic potential in Africa, like few other places." He highlighted the region's valuable resources, including minerals and oil deposits, signaling a new approach from the U.S. administration that prioritizes trade over traditional aid. In the long run, this will be far more effective and sustainable than anything else that we could be doing together, Trump asserted. During the summit, the visiting leaders reciprocated Trump's compliments, with some even suggesting he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for his leadership. Trump discussed ongoing efforts to establish safe third country agreements with the African nations, although he refrained from sharing specific details on these agreements. He claimed his administration has been working diligently to foster peace in troubled regions like Sudan and Libya, stating, "There's a lot of anger on your continent. We've been able to solve a lot of it." The backdrop to this summit is the U.S. government's increasing concern over China's growing influence in Africa. Analysts suggest that the U.S. is keen on securing critical resources from the continent, particularly as China continues to expand its military and economic presence. Cameron Hudson from the Center for Strategic and International Studies noted, "The U.S. has been watching Chinese interest in places like Gabon, Guinea, and Mauritania very closely. China has positioned itself as Africa's leading trade and investment partner, while Russia has also been strengthening its ties across the continent." The U.S. military's footprint in the Sahel has diminished significantly, especially as military juntas in countries like Burkina Faso and Mali have expelled Western forces in favor of Russian support. This geopolitical shift underscores the urgency of the U.S. to re-establish its influence through trade partnerships rather than military presence. However, the summit is not without its challenges. Liberia, a nation heavily reliant on U.S. foreign assistance, has faced significant hardships due to recent cuts in aid following the Trump administration's closure of USAID. This has led to critical shortages in health services and medication, raising concerns about the impact of the U.S. shift from aid to trade. Despite these challenges, Liberia's government has attempted to frame the summit as an opportunity to explore economic and trade possibilities rather than focusing on charity. For some leaders, the summit holds personal significance. Guinea-Bissau's President Umaro Sissoco Embalo, facing criticism at home for delaying elections, hailed the invitation as a diplomatic triumph and emphasized shared values with Trump. However, the exclusion of major African democracies like Nigeria, South Africa, Ethiopia, and Ghana from the summit has raised eyebrows. Analysts speculate that Nigeria's recent alignment with the BRICS nations and Ghana's criticism of Trump's past actions may have influenced the guest list. As the summit progresses, the world watches closely to see what tangible outcomes emerge from these discussions. While the U.S. seeks to solidify its trade relationships with Africa, the underlying tensions surrounding aid cuts and geopolitical rivalries remain a crucial backdrop to these diplomatic efforts. The summit represents a pivotal moment for U.S.-Africa relations, with the potential for significant economic partnerships that could reshape the continent's future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.